Yeah, it's a must-win matchup for North, who currently sit in 5th place in the Road to Rio Europe division, which currently they're not in the playoffs. So a little bit unfortunate for North with the circumstances. Kirby has fallen under illness and will be in the coaching spot. Actually, just watching his team play on today. So Jumpy stepping in for the team when needed and called upon. But we head into the pistol. It's going to be G2 setting up with quite a bit of utility already. Straight out towards middle. KGB is going to be flashbanged off and heads his way back over the top of the platform. Now it's Jumpy inside of the elevator room. He's actually going to be swinging back out. I thought he was going to fall back into the A side, but instead he goes aggressive and he's going to catch one. Good start for Jumpy. Coming back in his KGB with a kill on towards Amanek. And we've got ourselves a 5 versus 3.
That's a very good save coming in from Cajun B there. Looked like Jumpy would have been done for. And Jumpy surviving 6 points of health. MSL in 36. It's the 2 Serbians. Nexa and Hunter. Left all on them. Bomb dropped as well. And the crossfire is definitely set up. Bear in mind, Vertigo is the pick coming in from North. And the next one is going to be on Dust 2. And, of course, the Decider, I do believe, will be on Nuke. If it does go down to it. Nexa taking a bit of damage. MSL survives on 1 HP. It's all the Nexa. 3 points of health. And it's going to be MSL coming out on top. And that's a very important round to win here for North.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from North. It's going to be 1-0. And now we take a look at what G2 brought into the fray. It's not going to be too much at all. And I think Jumpy getting off to a good start there was super interesting. I thought he was going to fall back in towards the elevator, but instead he just goes forward and swings and takes the fight on the edge of the smoke. And that's a good start. The current matchups going ahead over on the other streams are Copenhagen Flares versus Mouse Sports. Inconsequential game for Mouse Sports. FaZe Contact. Godsent, Movistar Riders, and here G2 versus North. So plenty of good matchups heading on all at the same time across all of the ESL streams.
Here we go, though. And bear in mind, even though Jumpy played for North, they did manage to beat Movistar Riders 2-0, mind you, with Jumpy playing. So you really can't count out the fact, and he might be a coach, but still, he is a Swede after all, and it seemed like they're born knowing how to play Counter-Strike. We do see a full eco being brought in by G2 here. Didn't get the bomb down. They wanted to eke out a buy in the 3rd round. Just blocks, peeking and prodding. Trying to figure out where the setup here is from North. Should be pretty comfortable round for North, though. They have the 2 MP9s of FAMAS and the M4 in the hands of Cajun B. Kit in the hands of MSL. And I don't see anything possible here for G2, considering they haven't upgraded at all. Not a single pistol upgrade coming in. It's just the blocks. And if you do get a bomb down, it's going to be a miracle round. But that looks unlikely. Cajun B with the M4 should be quite enough to stop them.
I think he's going to be up towards the top of the ramp. Eventually, G2 are going to be coming as well. It should be relatively easy for KGB to pick up these kills. Now they go forward. G2 starting to wrap around the side. It's going to be Hunter who bites the dust. KGB able to get rid of him. Hunter does fall. Now the Glocks, though. Can he take his own teammate down? Nexa falling victim to it. Amanek, though, finding a headshot on towards AZ. Doesn't matter. MSL and KGB will take the kills. And North off to a 2-0 lead. Now, the other matchups we've got to see from G2 here on Vertigo, we've been very confident in their abilities of winning this map. North have decided to come into this with a Vertigo pick, and G2 have picked us too. So, when I look at the veto overall, I do see G2 taking this.
Yeah, you have to favor them. And even the map pool was favoring North a little bit more, just the fact that Jumpy's there. And nothing against the guy. Obviously, he's put into play, obviously, due to the circumstances surrounding Kirby. Really can't blame him for it, but here we go, though. The first buy coming in for the side of G2. Ake is all around. Kenny has not enough money quite yet to pick up the AWP. The last time we saw G2 on Vertigo, Dinko, was Kenny is just completely manhandling the opposition with the AWP on the T side as well. So that is going to be a very scary prospect for North as this first half progresses.
And the flash is going to go up on towards the site. Jack starting to run forward as the front man on the AK. It's going to be geared in behind the smoke though as they run over the top. It's going to be an easy kill for Amanek. Just holding W, running forward. Is Jumpy coming in though with the MP9. He's going to be moving forward, looking for a little bit more here on the site, but the bomb plant will come through. There'll be G2 and the KO. Actually, no. Nexa comes off the bomb. The pressure is already on here, and Jumpy just causing issues inside of the smoke. Nexa inside of the site. Kenny trying to cover him, but North at the moment, they're putting so much pressure on towards the site. The smokes begin to fade. Nexa spots eventually AZ up on top of the elevated position and will take him down. But with 40 seconds left, still time for G2 to find another headshot. Jumpy not extending just yet. Eventually will move through and Kenny will take him down. It's all onto KGB coming back in, but well played from G2. Not panicking, not falling under the pressure, and they will recover the round.
That was very, very well played from the side of G2 there. I'm not very, I wasn't very sure about the position from AZ. Sure, was hiding the smoke for a while, but the moment it dissipates, he's out in the open. Like, there's no cover whatsoever. That's unnecessary. You have the man advantage. You can stick with the teammates, use the cover, let them get the bomb down. It's fine. You can still go for the retake together. Instead, him standing out in the open, the smoke dissipates, an easy kill coming in for Nexa, and that just makes it a 2v2. Jumpy was low as it was. He tried his best to kind of be the agent of chaos in the smoke and whatnot, but unfortunately for North, they will have to go for the eco here. And I appreciate the fact they haven't gone for the force buy. The Deagle in the hands of Cajun B and USBs all around. They want to get that the big guns coming out. They want that off in the hands of the players as well. Gonna be Jumpy making contact. Route of a few bullets. Won't find its mark though. Macked in the hands of Amanek. He's going to be the man on a mission. Just trying to figure out where a potential stack might be. But there is no stack taking place. Everyone's kind of spread thin here for the north side. They will go an excursion towards A ramp. Spots out a player. But G2 are playing this anti-eco very, very safe indeed.
Molotov going up to the boost, using the smoke up as well. So this position, I haven't really seen too solid of a smoke from a lot of these teams to smoke that position off without having to use a Molotov. There's actually quite a lot of utility used to clear that spot. I guess with the Molotov and the smoke coming in, you do first of all do a little bit of damage or force the player off, and then the smoke holds down the position. Jumpy is going to fall. Jax does pick up that headshot, and now a man advantage in play for G2. Should be relatively easy for the rest of these kills as well. Amanek is going to be tagged and spotted by multiple players. Two USPs peeking from vastly different positions. And Amanek just overwhelmed and couldn't quite handle the pressure. Hunter does drop Cajun B. So we're still with an advantage for G2. But any damage that North does here is a real bonus. You shouldn't really be expecting anything.
Yeah, but considering the fact they just lost a MAC-10, they're not going to be too worried about it. And I don't see North sticking around with the MAC-10, even if they save it. But Gate, if he gets his kill, it could be big, but he won't. He does a little bit of damage, that's about it. And Kenny S with that long flank from B, clearing out the site and ensuring that North do not get up to any shenanigans. He's looking for more. The Deagle in the hands of AZ could be a problem. Nexus should get a free kill. Simultaneous kill. Stereo frags, as James would say. That's going to be the score's tied up. G2 bouncing back despite losing the pistol and the anti-eco. And for North, they've gone for the full eco there. And now we're going to be seeing the guns coming out. And of course, the AWP. While not really an instrumental weapon on a map like Vertigo, it is going to be quite useful indeed, especially when if Kenny opts to bring out the zoom banger.
And on the T side, Kenny has elected to go for the AWP a lot, right? And you sometimes wonder if the AWP can get a lot done on the T side of Vertigo. Well, this is Kenny S, and so the answer is 100% yes. Yeah, he's showing some crazy stuff here on Vertigo in the past few matchups throughout the Road to Rio group stage. He'll be looking to try and do it again here against North. It is going to be MSL on the other side of things for the AWP that will be taking on Kenny S. Now, we know MSL, he can AWP, right? He can definitely AWP. But he's not going to be that star caliber AWPer. He's going to be very much holding those angles, being that sort of turret style AWPer. And playing against Kenny, that's going to be very difficult. Well, AZ is going to peek into the open. He's going to catch Jax. Amanek coming in on the MAC-10, but the nade will drop him in reply. So the advantage sides with North.
That was a perfect nade there. Look for a moment, AZ kind of fluffed that. He should have got both of kills, but the trade coming in. Of course, he would have been happier to get both the players. Gate, playing pretty aggro angle, is going to be spotted out, and he doesn't take the fight. That's a smart play. You have man advantages, no need to relinquish that. But Nexa holding W, just pushing up, clearing out the close angles. And he's pushed up pretty deep. Gate's completely unaware here. He tosses in a smoke. He's going to buy them some time. Jumpy around the corner as well. Both to see he's pushing up, being aggressive. Spots a little gap, and that's going to be Hunter's head. Losses Cajun B finds Kenny S, and all of a sudden, it's all a Nexa in a 1v4.
Well, Nexa around the side of the B-bomb side, it's going to be Jumpy. North coach, now turned player for the meantime. Stuck inside of the side itself with a FAMAS in his hands. So walking forward, he's going to be dropped, and there we go. Jumpy with another kill. He's actually been pretty impressive, I'll be honest, at the start of this. 3 and 2. Having a decent performance, doing his role well. And now it's going to be North with the advantage in terms of rounds. G2 coming into this with another AK buy. Max-10 for Nexa. It really does feel like G2 haven't really got going on the economic side of things. They haven't been able to get everything they could possibly want in play. This isn't a bad buy by any means, but again, there is evident weaknesses. You don't have the AWP in the hands of Kenny. You have 4 AKs and 1 Mac-10. A lower utility on Kenny S and Amanek, but it's certainly still a buy that G2 can rock.
We haven't yet seen a really fast play coming out from G2, and I say that, and here comes the play. KGB, unfortunately, smoke blooms, obscures his vision, Dinko, and that's a man advantage early on. MSL with the AWP. Still peeking around towards short. He doesn't spot the player. The smoke's still in play. Hunter's going to walk away as the smoke dissipates. And MSL pushing up. That's information getting gleaned, but Molotov's going to keep him at bay. And he's going to push in further. And he's going to go for the no-scope, but he misses it, Dinko. And with that gate and Jumpy left in a 2v4. Bomb yet to be planted, though. But this looks very unlikely for North to bring back. I do believe it should be the call for the save here.
It definitely should be. You've still got Geared on the site over towards A here, just jumping around, but G2, two-man advantage, everyone finding kills at the moment. It is looking good for them in round number 6. It's a done deal now as Geared eventually will leave that site. G2 just taking their time. They don't want to make any mistakes. Still plenty of time to play with here, of course. So they're just being methodical, trying not to make any issues arise, and I think that's the correct way to play this. You never really can count North out of this. Unfortunately for them, they will have counted themselves out. They'll be going over towards B, saving on to the next round, and G2 will even up that scoreline 3 apiece.
They will indeed, and guess what's dropped over there? That's the AWP, and you can see Hamannik picking it up, and I do believe there's a certain player that's going to be tossed towards, and I won't lie, I had a blast casting and watching Kenny S. Just a masterclass with the AWP on the T side of Vertigo earlier, which we casted a few days back. So G2, mentioned Dinko, that's going to tie things up. Now, money isn't too terrible for North here. You see the 2 guns saved. That's going to be big jump. He's going to save the M4 and Gate with the AK-47. KGB can buy it for himself. MSL can purchase maybe a FAMAS, maybe a UMP perhaps. And AZ is going to be probably dropped a gun by Gate because he's going to have a little bit of extra cash. But the problem is, if Gate drops the gun, his utility is going to be pretty sparse. MSL, I believe he's just going to go with the UMP. I don't even believe he's going to go for the FAMAS, just so he can have the extra utility, which is going to be very instrumental. Because Vertigo is one of those maps where the retakes, it's just going to be walls of smokes. It gets pretty chaotic, but you want the utility in hand on the CD side. So here we have a few guns being tossed around. By going to be coming in, and for G2 side, they keep all 4 alive after winning that round, and the AWP in the hands. Mr. Kenny S. Jumpy, in fact, taking one for the team, is actually going to drop a gun over to his teammates, and he's just going to wheel the deagle.
Well, plenty of utility being used up early on here for G2. It's going to be a quick play. The Jack results in a headshot, but look at this for KGB. The lineup for 2, wildly spraying, trying to connect the 3rd kill, but it's MSL who'll back him up, and there it is. The in-kit leader just destroying G2. A blockade on the A ramp, and it's 4-3 with North taking the lead.
I love that from I love that from North. That was brilliant. They knew G2 might go for the same play again. They went for the fast play, but they're met with 3 CT just holding the line. KGB opening with a double and an MSL before they have time to recuperate after getting the trade. This completely destroys them. And once again, the AWP back in the hands of the captain of North. And then once more back in the lead. It's been very back and forth here early in the game.
It really has. That's exactly what you want to see coming into the final matchup of the group here. North in 5th place, desperately needing a win here against G2. And KGB is going to catch Nexa. Jack's coming in with a big headshot. That's a huge one. He's going to throw the smoke on down in towards the elevator. It's Amadex just running over the top. The W guying in full force. He's going to catch himself MSL, but he's still alive, still kicking. This time with an AWP, but look at this flank from Gate coming in from behind.
Yeah, they won't be expecting this. He's pushing so early. Look at that, minute and 17 seconds on the clock, and Gate already on the flank. He's going to get a free kill onto Amanek. Hasn't he spotted Amanek? No, I think he's behind these sandbags, but Kenny S not able to get the bomb down. Amanek gets a trade, though. Now it's a 1v2. Still a lot of time to work with. It's got that AWP to work with, and the Kevlar as well, Dinko. This is still doable for G2.
Jumpy just holding the utility. There goes the flash over the top. AZ peeks with it, but look at Amanek's position. This could be huge if he catches out AZ early on, but doesn't quite hit the shot. A difficult one to land. So he'll reposition back over. 30 seconds. That's the info where AZ was playing from. And now Jumpy throwing his last piece of utility out into the open. Smoking off short, isolating the fight, but Amanek coming back up. There's a big kill, now a 1v1. A Tech 9 versus AZ, who's still in the same spot. The head spotted, and now Amanek, the time is ticking, but he certainly can still pull this off. He's going to go to the left side, goes for the shot, but AZ just not giving up. Not giving him a slight chance. The Tech 9 pulled, and now he just needs to hide. AZ just biding his time, and Amanek needs to look at the time. He runs over the top, but it's AZ who wins it. North will take a 5th round, and that is so close from Amanek, but AZ plays it to perfection, just hiding in behind the boost.
That was... I felt like Amanek had really had to push in there. He kept it too very late there, running out of time. He had to go for the play. I felt like if he just went in with the op, I believe he would have potentially landed a shot. But AZ doing his best to keep his team alive and netting around. Unfortunately, Deco, that was just a pistols upgrade coming in from G2. And for North, they lose 4 players. That's got to suck. They pick up the op at the very least, but you can see the economy looking pretty dire for North. If they lose this one, there's going to be G2 just breaking their money.
And it's got to that stage already. North, on the CT side with a back and forth, it's always going to be a bit of an issue for that economy for the CT side. So North have to try and get over that hurdle. G2 coming back in, it's going to be the AKs picked up. They won't have the AWP, unfortunately, so another MAC-10, but it's in the hands of Amanek, and we've seen what he can do when he's just running over the top of you. Now G2 going into a sort of a default. Hunter is going to be the front man. Up towards ramp, smokes off, and plays up through catwalk. Now look at this position. MSL down in towards the ramp, just holding the right side. He needs to be careful if Hunter didn't walk around the back side of him, but he doesn't. Instead, Hunter moves forward. KJP's not going to be expecting this. This is such a smart play from Hunter, but he's not expecting MSL. Luckily, Kenny S is close by and is able to trade back in. 4v3 favoring G2.
I like how Kenny's first decision is to just pick up the AWP right there. And now he knows where one player is towards short. And that, of course, is Jumpy. He's got no more utility remaining, Denko. Just has the M4 to work with. The remaining players, it's a man advantage for G2, slowly inching back towards the A bomb side, where the defense has started to arrive. We have AZ and Jumpy. No utility. I've got to repeat that again. Gate's the only one with anything to speak of, and just floating around towards the B bomb side for the time being with Incendiary and the smoke. Jumpy just clearing it out. He knows Kenny is nearby. He has an inkling that the T's are going to be coming in here, but it's only Kenny S leading the charge, just walking up, scoped in into the bomb site.
Well, Kenny coming around the backside. Jumpy needs to be careful that he doesn't get caught here. AZ is going to drop Jax. A big kill from him. And Jumpy, oh, he will lose the battle against Amanek. The MAC-10 coming in. Kenny S with the flashbang will hop right in the face of AZ. That's going to allow the bomb plant to come in safely. AZ held it behind the smoke. And now with Kenny S and Amanek, they've got to play the 2v2. The issue is here for Amanek, he's 9 HP, so a lot rides on Kenny to hit this shot. Now he goes forward, he hits the shot, but it's not death on towards AZ. He's 33 HP. Kenny, he's going to be far back. Amanek now in a 1v2. He'll be looking for the picks, but this is looking good as AZ just pops off for 4k into the round for AZ. A much needed round from North, and what AZ delivers.
That was so massive from AZ. He gets a 2k before the bomb gets planted. Of course, Kenny is missing. Well, like you said, he did get a tag, but Kenny is having a little bit of a rough start here to the game. Not what we saw earlier when we casted him on his very map. But AZ and Cage and B having a hell of a start. MSL as well, 8 kills for him. Gate yet to quite wake up, and Jumpy really can't expect much from him as long as he does his job. And I think right now he's just trying to be the bank for North. He's going to keep dropping weapons, just trying to play a utility game, trying to be, like I mentioned earlier, an agent of chaos, trying to be the X factor for his team. But North, 6-3 here. There's been very close rounds, but they do manage to get the win. MSL getting hunted down. Amanek though, not able to get the trade, and MSL stays alive for now in 53 HP. KGB in 30 as well, but mid control has been maintained by North for the time being.
G2 have been pretty good at getting this ramp barrier. The issue is, they always lose quite a few players before they actually get the job done. And in general, you know, losing players in the retake is a big issue. We've seen that on Vertigo. If you're losing too many players, you're hemorrhaging players as you make your execute. Generally not going to be favored in that retake scenario. Well, we'll see if Jumpy can get anything done up here in the boost. It's going to be, getting overrun. That's a nice play from Hunter. Just taking the head off Jumpy. Now 4v4. Nice shot from MSL, but not the kill. He'll deny the bomb plant eventually. Nexa is going to be stopped. And that is the issue, I feel like, when you're going for this immediate plant. There's such a weakness. You're so susceptible to being wallbanged. There's only one spot you can plant safely in. And now it's Amanek trying to play the post plant with a MAC-10 only. don't really see this happening for him, I'm afraid. He is a pretty nutty player, but defuse will come through, and he'll be running back right into the winning arms of Azu, who takes him down. A 7th round for North on the board, and another successful retake. Good stuff from MSL.
Yeah, and the thing is over there, trying to get the bomb down, they didn't even have any smokes remaining. They had an extra smoke that could have kind of seeded some doubts in the minds of MSL as to where the bomb might be going down, but he knew it was a default plan. And a very standard wall bang coming out. And North, despite the initial scare with the economy and whatnot, they're looking pretty decently solid right now. Starting to build up a little bit of a base when it comes to economy as well. Not too great yet. MS on a 4,700. The rest of them an average about $2,000 amongst all the other 4 players. And now G2 with the buy. They're going to come charging up. And Cajun this time, no cigars. Not going to find anything. And AZ's going to fall on back. He's got backup in the form of his captain MSL with the AWP. And he's not going to miss those. So trade does come in. Hunter will be the hunted. As the remaining members of G2 are going to make some haste towards the B bombs. They're actually charging out towards mid. Where Molotov from Jumpy delays him for a few seconds, but a smoke is going to dissipate it, and MSL is going to strike again. He's been quite a thorn here, Dinko.
Indeed he has. Now Jumpy.
Okay.
Oh, trying to come around the side, trying to deny, but that Molotov is absolutely perfect. Stops Jumpy from walking forward, stops him from trying to deny the bomb plant towards Nexa, who is still alive inside of the site, and this is really on now for G2. Looking to hold on, low HP on Jumpy. AZ trying to force himself forward. Utility keeps raining on him, but Nexa is going to line them up. It's one, but AZ wins the battle. Nearly gets the follow-up kill. Now Amanek yet again, a 1v1. This time he's low HP. And it's up against MSL and the AWP, who's just running him down, wanting to take the fight immediately. And I love that from MSL. He'll win the round, and North will get 8 on the board.
Information conveyed as well. He was so very confident. He knew the final player was low. Just runs in with the deagle. And what a game we're having so far from the captain. Alongside Cage and B and AZ.
Oh, AZ's
winning the
on
rounds.
fire.
Yeah, and these are scrappy rounds, but hey, if you're going to keep stringing it, especially with the fact that you're playing with your coach, they're going to take it any given day. 8-3 right now. And Dingo, let's be honest, looking into Vertigo, the pick coming from North, we really favor G2. Anyone would favor G2, but right now, North, they're putting up a fight in this do-or-die matchup.
This is incredibly important for them. If I'm not very much mistaken, pretty sure G2 have confirmed themselves at a minimum 4th place in this group. So North have a lot to do. You know, they have to get this win under their belt. And, you know, it would be so impressive if they managed to pull this off with a coach under them. This is, because a lot of people would consider Kjærby to be the star, right? He's just a player that has that star potential. When you lose a player like Kjærby, you're losing such a great amount of firepower.
Oh, yeah, indeed you are. And I agree with you. I mean, for North, this is more of a must-win compared to G2. My math is still off, to be very honest. But to be very honest, like North have everything to lose if they don't make this happen. So the fighting like the lives depends on it. And AZ, though, that gets a little too overeager. The nade's perfect from MSL. But Nexa gets a trade on the KGB. Now MSL with the op alone. He's waiting for backup, but he's got to hold the line. Op trained at the entrance from the T's. They haven't really pushed ahead yet. They are a man advantage. But Nexa being on 8 HP makes it very, very scary indeed. MSL would dodge a bullet, falls on back behind the smoke, and Jumpy waiting at the edge of the smoke. It should be very, very careful. Hunter's waiting, and it's all about timing here. Who's going to spot whom? Jumpy waiting. He's trying to hold a little bit of a cheeky off angle, just jumping up. Crosshair train on Hunter. Smoke dissipates. I think Hunter just fades away the moment it dissipates. But this A bomb side is going to be seeing some action real quickly, and MSL is going to fall. NES finally getting his first kill with the AWP, and it's all on Jumpy to hold onto this bomb site. Oh no.
Well, Hunter, easy headshot, Jumpy gone. It's all engaged, and finally, it's good to see G2 actually be able to win a round here. They've been coming close, they've been getting real close to winning them, just losing the 1v1 fights, losing a couple of these clutches. But finally they managed to post another one on the board. This time it's only MSL getting a single kill, and that's the most impressive part. G2 win this convincingly.
The problem right now for North is if you look at the rounds, if you look at the last 4 rounds they've won, apart from one round, the previous round they won with 1 player surviving. The round prior to that they had 4, but before that was 2 players surviving and 1 more. What does that mean for the economy? It's in the bin. It's in the crapper, Dinko. If you look at MSL, he's got cash. Gate has money, but the rest of them, this is looking pretty grim. They're going to eke out a buy. They're going to have a pretty decent buy, but after that, they're in real danger of getting reset, and that means, oh, this is looking rough. 1,500 for Cage and B, Jumpy in 1,400, 7K for MSL, A's in 2,700, So they can eke out a buy, but it's not ideal. I believe they might just go for a few upgraded pistols here and try and go for an eco. Because that's what they did earlier. But no, it looks like they're going to go for it. AWP being purchased immediately by MSL. The force buy comes in. This is dicey. MP9, Deagle for Jumpy. He's got nothing else to work with. Just a smoke and a flashbang, not even any Kevlar. And Cajun B engaged with the M4s and MSL with the AWP once more. They want to take the fight to G2.
Whoa, I've never seen that many flashbangs. It's like a rave concert, dude. This is crazy. Should come with an epileptic warning. This is, that's nuts. Not a flash is just popping off. It's like a fireworks display.
How many was that? Like 6?
Boom, boom,
7?
boom. Yeah, I'm counting 6 or 7 there, yeah.
That is quite wild. And it's kind of crazy like how everyone got blinded and no kills. I love that boost. I love that boost. But Hunter's ready. He's got to read. And if the moment AZ shows his head, Hunter's ready to just pluck it off. It's all about timing. Is Hunter going to turn away? He's crouched and ready. AZ trying to find something. Molotov's going to be coming in, though. AZ not really risking it yet. Hunter's crosser still trained on the position. But now, though, AZ, he might try and time this.
MSL trying to get aggressive. It's going to be AZ who catches off Kenny S. Now, MSL forced back by the Molotov, but North, they can just fall back and play retake if they desire it. The issue is only the one kit, limited utility, so they're going to be sticking around. See if they can find another kill here. They might just get that. MSL with the AWP close enough by. Doesn't want to overextend, so he'll pull himself back over towards the boost. G2, they have to be clinical in this approach. The final pieces of utility being put in place. Now they have to be so successful in finding these jewels. MSL, he's up on the boost. The shot comes over the top. That's brilliant from MSL. Catching out Jax. AZ holding off the shorts push, and there's only 15 seconds. There's not enough time for G2 to be caught in these fights. They have to start planting. And with that nade, that might just do it. Nexa, so low, but the bomb plant comes in. Tries to flee the scene. Jumpy spamming shots, and he nearly catches Nexa, but Nexa will get away. A 2v2. Still a chance for G2, but Jumpy will land a shot. It's all on Nexa. The Serbian in-game leader looking for a way back in. He'll have the smoke in front of his face. He goes for the spam. That's going to give away his position. And Jumpy comes in. 2 big kills. And well, the coach, he's got to do it for them. He's got to do G2 like that, Blair.
He might be coach. He's the MVP for that round. 2 massive kills. He picks up the AWP from MSL, gets an important kill. He allows his teammate to get the kill as well as he pushes out from the smoke. Perfect timing on that peak with the Deagle as well. And Jumpy, my word. Can't even call him a coach. He's out-fragging Gate, mind you. He's on 5 kills and Gates on 2. Meanwhile, MSL, AZ, and Cage and B, the pillars of the CD side, 9-4 for North. And G2, they're probably wondering how North are able to just like somehow clinch these rounds. And bear in mind that their money's always on the precipice of just getting completely smashed, but somehow they make it work. Cajun B now pushing up, the smoke covering him, and they're unaware. They might get a kill on Hunter, but they're completely unaware as where he is. He's gonna, however, go for the immediate quick trade, just sticking around. And Kenny, yes, in the smoke. Okay, Kenny. That is huge. And despite Hunter being on 12 HP, the man advantage is with G2 for the time being.
Well, MSL just standing up on top. On the corner, there goes Kenny. That's a kill he'll take every day of the week. MSL going to be picked off, and now it's starting to look a little bit scary. Look where Amanek is. He's coming around the backside as well. This should be a G2 round. This should be dead to rights for North in round number 14. But Jumpy, he's still alive, Blair. Who knows what can happen?
All right, let's get real here. He had a great round, but
yeah, Amanek's coming around the back of him. This should be an easy call.
Well, Gate's still alive, but yeah, both of them have been kind of quiet so far. There you have it. Bomb side done. Gate should save. Never mind. Kenny's going to find all 3. G2 do strike back, and unfortunately for North, this is the thing. They've won so many rounds in a row, but just losing that one round means their money is completely in the bin, Dinko. They're going to have a very rough bye going to the final round of the first half.
Yeah, this is has been a war of attrition, and while North have won it in terms of the rounds they've been able to pick up, but 6 rounds, G2 will be feeling relatively comfortable still with those 6 rounds being posted on T side, and we'll see if they can get that 6th round. North with the Deagles, certainly capable players within this team to cause a little bit of chaos with them. It's going to be a charge up, and there goes MSL looking for the 2-tap to the chest, but it's not really going to work out for him. Amanek, Nexa, and Jax overrunning the defense. His job done. Jumpy and Gade left alone again. 2v4 this site. No kit in play, no utility for the retake. I think it's fair to say we're looking at 9-6.
And 6th round for G2, T-side, I think they're going to be pretty decently happy with that. In fact, they might even be a little disappointed because at one point it looked like they would have just on the brink of breaking North's money, right? This could easily have been 8-7 or even a 9-6 half for G2. But North, they hold on and they go into the second half with a 3-round lead.
Well, there's time for a short break, but we'll be back right after this break for the second half between North and G2. It's all on the line here for North. We'll see if they can scrap together and get a win under their belt.
Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half. It's North taking on G2, and while G2 get 6 rounds coming in from their T side, they'll be looking for the pistol start to get themselves into a comfortable position, whereas North, playing with a stand-in, their coach in the form of Jumpy instead of Kiarbi, have impressed so far. We'll see if they can continue to do so, and well, Amanek is the gatekeeper towards short.
Oh, this is cheeky from Amanek. He pushes him through the smoke. No, he's just going to hold the line. Now, they're going to get the bomb down, but they wanted to make sure he's not there floating around. Amanek getting shot through the smoke. He somehow just crouches and stays alive, Dinko.
Oh, well, MSL catches out Amanek. That's going to be a good kill coming back in for North. They desperately needed that trade, and well, into a 4v4, but look at the position of Jax. He's easily going to pick up MSL here. There's a headshot. And now advantage back in for G2 as they look to try and pull off this B bomb site retake, but it's Cajun B with one. Kenny S just hitting headshot after headshot, and now it's all on the Jumpy. 1v3 and he's overrun. It's going to be an easy round in the end there from G2, thanks to Kenny S's marksmanship up in towards the platform. 2 big headshots.
2 big headshots indeed, and that was a round with... Here's the thing with North, right? They might have the 9-6 lead, but winning the pistol round would have made things a little better, because bear in mind, G2 still would be the favorite team right now, and with that pistol round win, also a very convincing one nonetheless, they're going to be feeling pretty happy. For the side of North, though, they're going to go for the forced buy here, Dinka. They got the bomb down, and I do believe Jumpy would be sacrificing whatever money he has to drop a rifle either towards Cajun B or AZ, who have really been popping up. There we have it, just a deagle in his hands. What a giving man. You know, what a coach. And it's going to be an AK in hands of AZ. That is the one dropped by Jumpy. The rest of them, MSL Cajun B engaged with the Galils. And the good thing here is they do have the Kevlar and helmets as well, Dinka. That's going to ensure that those MP7... And is that a Bison I see in the hands of Amanek? Yes, indeed. It is a PP Bison, ladies and gentlemen.
It's made
and Amanek is... He's my hero. He always goes for PP Bison every time he goes... he has an opportunity to go for it.
So
Talent can get more kill, though.
So far your PP Bison team, from what I can recall, so far has Amanek and Config in it, and I'm pretty sure there's one other player, I can't remember. But it's a pretty good team so far.
Probably Flush or JW.
Yeah, probably.
There we go. Listen, it's an instrument of mental warfare. Imagine dying to a PP Bison. That's going to tilt you for the remainder of the half. So I think that's what he's going for. But I'm going to get spotted out. And a Galil at that range, I do believe that's one's going to come out on top. We can see the push coming in towards the B bomb side, however. We see Nexa and Hunter just walking up towards... yeah, there we go. They're pushing up. They've cleared it out. They know it's going to be an A play. And we can see the rest of the CT slowly gravitating towards the A bomb side.
Well, we'll see if North can hold this off. Hold on, should I say, as they run towards the A bomb site. As G2 are going to start rattling shots through, trying to stop them from getting anywhere near that bomb site. And well, it's working so far. Just the 64 bullets going right through the smoke. You're not getting anywhere near that. So they're going to be biding their time, throwing the Molotov. But look at the flight from Kenny S. This is huge. Catching off Cajun B, ready for the aggression of Jumpy. And that's just really well played from G2, clearing out. It's going to be an easy round in the end for them. And 8 rounds on the board now.
A little disappointed Amanek threw with the PP Bison there, even though he didn't get a kill with it. Just the fact that that gun was there just kept North at bay for so long. And great usage of utility by G2, mind you. Just kept them at bay, forced North to use up whatever utility they had. And of course, the fact that they went for the push towards B means the flank was on before they were even able to get their feet onto the A bomb site. And with that, G2 are now 1 round away from tying things up at 9 apiece. Almost a full eco coming out from North, though. They have the 1 flashbang and a couple of P250s.
It was almost like suppressing fire from Amanek. He's just firing shots through, and it's nice to see. Ooh.
Ouch.
Okay, Hunter just holding on. It's going to be 2 easy kills for him. AZ and MSL gone. Jumpy actually getting the kill on the Glock. So, at least he shuts it down without too much trouble. And while Amanek is going to be holding on with the Galil. Easy clean up for him in the end. That's 2 big kills. And now just one more remaining player. It's Gid on his own. 1v4, and Amanek will take him down as well. The Galil with the triple. And now we move back into gun rounds. It's going to be North with the rifles being picked up. Utility available. No op in play, but the AK is on every player.
Because on every player. And for G2 as well, they just lost to 1 player there. And that was... wasn't too much of a big loss. They have the guns in hand. I don't think Kenny's going to go for the op this early. Oh, actually he is. They do have the money. Op early in the hands of Kenny. Rifles all around for G2. They are definitely ready for this buy. And for North, it's a full investment, Dinko. They have everything to work with. 5 sets of nades, like 5 Molotovs, 5 smokes, 10 flashbangs. But initially, G2 are expending a lot of utility, just keeping them at bay. And North aren't really replying back with the flashbangs and nades of their own, just holding the line, just waiting, forcing G2 to expend whatever they have before they go for the hit.
Well, Amanek trying to run the corner. It's going to be MSL who falls to the Galil. Luckily, AZ is available and will take a follow-up headshot. That's Amanek gone, and now a 4v4. Kenny S is going to pull himself back over towards the back of B, and just A, should I say, and hold off from the boost. Just a passive setup. That means the Kenny could just take off 1. The smoke's probably going to bloom in his face before that can even happen, so he'll play around the boost area. He's going to go up there right now, looking over the top. He's actually going to get a boost from his teammate to try and see higher over, but it's not really going to work out for him just yet. No one's walking around the corner from North, just taking the time. They don't want to fall, but look at the flank. The time that they've taken in trying to approach in towards the A bomb site, it's just allowed this flank to come in from G2, and that's enough. You know, Jack just picks in, takes one kill, and falls away.
And they can't even like save right now. They have to commit. They have to go for the full commit. Kenny is very paranoid. Someone might have pushed in. He's checking every angle, being very methodical. Now, for North, 20 seconds, they can still make this work. They have the one smoke. Malls are going to be tossed in, forcing Kenny S off his position. And they can get the bomb down here. But now it's going to be a war of attrition. Bullets going to be flying their way. The good thing for North right now, Dinko, there's no utility remaining for the G2 side. So it's going to come down to these guns. And this 4v3, this could work out. Nexus at 8 HP. And Dade and Cajun be just holding the line with the AK-47s.
Well, that's going to be an easy kill from KGB as he takes down Nexa. Gid coming back in as well. It's going to be Hunter with one frag. KGB, though, is just hitting everything. Gid will back him up. That's 2 in the round for him. And North, 10-9. G2, that round was looking flawless for them. You know, everything was going their way. They had the flanking behind. They had forced North into committing into an unfavorable fight. And North still win the round.
And that's what I meant by the utility being expended, right? They didn't really force G2 to use it, but they gave the space for G2 to just like toss in whatever utility they had. And yes, they were a man down. It was a 4v3, but they had the one Molotov, the one smoke, and the 2 flashes. They smoke off the bomb side, default smoke, Molotov towards a boost spot that forces Kenny S off his position, right? A couple of flashbangs, they get the bomb down, and then they set up the crossfire. And that's the problem now for G2. They might have the man advantage, but no flashes, no nades, no Molotovs, not even a smoke to smoke off the bomb. And that's just a round going the way of G2. Sorry, of North. That is a very patient play. They didn't lose their nerve. They held their nerve. It was a 3v4 with 20 seconds remaining as well. And just a very, very calm, very composed Counter-Strike. You got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, and in that round, Gid doubling his kills as well. So hopefully that's a turnaround sign for Gid. We know he can be a really solid player. Just a little bit quiet in that first half. And now we'll see if North can get the system going. It would be a huge win for them to take down G2 on Vertigo. We've done nothing but sing the praises of G2 on this map. And the results also sing their praises.
Indeed, it does. As we do see a slow march towards a bomb site, they haven't made a single footstep. MSL throwing out towards short. A couple of warning shots from Gade. That should be the announcement that it is going to be the play towards his A bomb site. Now, Hunter hasn't been spotted out, so the Molotov's going to not really hurt him, but yes, okay. Doesn't need a deagle, does he? Finds AZ's head, and that's man down already for North.
Well, MSL just trying to jump up over the top, see what he can find, but it's not really finding too much here. That's not the smoke you're looking for, Amanek, I'm afraid. But they're going to run forward anyway. They're going to try and get involved with these pistols. Nexa somehow has weaseled his way close to the boxes. And now the rest of the push coming through. It's going to be Nexa. Good headshot on the P250, but the rest of the kills starting to rain in from North. It's MSL's position. That's everything right now. The bomb is planted on the other side, but Amanek just taking Gid's head off. MSL, though, is doing everything up until this point. It's Jumpy versus Kenny S. Not a favorable fight whatsoever for Jumpy, but Kenny, he misses a shot, and Jumpy takes him down. It's 11-9, and North, they will continue to find round wins.
The coach, another MVP round from Jumpy. He didn't have to do anything. He was holding the flank all this while. And when the Call of Duty came, he came and he clutched. Kenny, yes, missing a very uncharacteristic shot. And it was like God literally handed the op onto Kenny. Yes, he had just a deagle. He just tapped the bomb and suddenly he's like, oh, there's a free AWP drop from MSL. Picks it up. And of course, God Jumpy clutches it out. It's a very close round, but G2 don't manage to clinch it, and North will get to round number 11. However, Dinko, they didn't lose a lot of players, so that's going to hurt the economy a little bit. But it was a scrappy affair nonetheless. We do have a little bit of a technical pause getting called, a TeamSpeak crash coming in for one of the players from North, so it shouldn't take too long, just a few seconds of a delay here. But man, these rounds are exciting, though.
Yeah, these are... when you take a look at Jumpy as a standing coach player, you don't really expect him to win 1v1s against Kenny S. That's just one of those rounds that North can just be so happy with. Take it over the line. MSL is having a huge performance, 21-14, really showing up. He's going to have the AWP back into his hands. Kenny S, though, he's going to be starting the round with the AWP. And the rest of G2 investing around it as well.
That was it was still an expensive round for North, though. Bear in mind, it was just upgraded pistols coming in for G2, but they do a great job just making it very expensive for the side of North. And yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out how Kenny has missed that, because he gets his kill with the Deagle. He picks up the AWP. It's like it was dropped from the heavens. It was just made for Kenny just to clutch it out. And He has missed a couple of shots here and there. He is human after all. I know it's hard to believe, but the man is human.
Yeah.
So,
And in that round, but they did lose. Obviously, it was the was the eco for G2, so or a little bit of a half buy investment. So it was kind of crazy they even got into that position to begin with. But Kenny's going to get aggressive. AWP down the bottom of the B stairs should be. Oh, well, Jumpy crosses by. Kenny just repositioning, just staying at the bottom of B. And that's quite a lot of control early on, and also quite a bit of info.
quite a lot of info indeed. And next is just holding, just waiting. They want to go for the retake play here. And this time around, considering how much utility G2 have and how even with the lack of utility, they make this retakes look so very promising. This could work on Amanex. Going to check the corner, but Jumpy just lying in wait, finds his head. No trades coming in for the side of G2. And I think they just had it. They're just going to nope out of the bomb side. And that's going to be round number 12 from North. G2 just going to go for the save here. And North, they're going to be a little surprised to not really find any resistance. Next is just going to keep on holding the line just to see if anyone's going to feel a little too adventurous. But North, they do manage to extend the lead. 12-9, 3-round lead. Oh, I love this. I love this from the North. They're going to keep pushing in. They don't want to just allow them to save for free. They're going to try and take away these guns.
Oh.
MSL trying to go for the cheeky wall bang. He's going to find Jax as well. MSL doing all the work here, Dinko. Not only will they win the round, they're also taking away these guns. This is such a massive round for North.
Yeah, it's not even slightly close. G2 just not getting anything in this round. North just walking forward, grabbing a 12th round, and it's MSL, man. This guy, what can he not do? He opts in-game leads. He's rifling like a god right now. This is unbelievable. Ah, and he's dead. Goodbye. Off the side of the map. Did he just take an M4 off Gid as well? I'm pretty sure he did. So,
yeah.
He threw the he had the Galil, and then he switched for the M4, and that just blows off the map. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, life.
You
It's
can't
harsh
do
at
everything
times.
right. You can't do everything right.
You just got to learn from your mistakes and move on. That's what my mommy told me. Well, 12-9. And North right now looking very. They should be feeling very comfortable. They started to build up a little bit of a semblance of an economy as well. $3,000 an average and 4 players. Ace is a little low, but that's okay. They have a full buy coming in. MSL still with the AWP. Galil for a gate. And okay, Kenny, that's a way to come back into this one. That's a brilliant peek. In fact, at the edge of the wall, still does enough damage to find MSL. Still trying to find a little bit more, but now he will fall on back. And Hunter's been boosted up here.
Oh,
Now,
I love this.
oh, that's a free kill. That's a free kill. And Ace, oh, he drops
fell
off.
Oh god, that is free of the kill you're gonna get, and he just kind of fluffs it. Well, unfortunate. Jumpy in towards middle. Maybe doing a little bit of a utility setup here. Kenny S located in mid. That Molotov is gonna run a little too deep to deal with Kenny. He's gonna start spamming through the middle. Obviously, it doesn't do as much, but he's just trying to get the player off the boost, trying to discourage any boosting coming in from G2. They're aware of the possibility, and now the utility is going to start to rain on in. It's going to be the smokes, the flashes, execute on towards the A-bomb site again from North. I feel like we on the first sort of days Vertigo was added to the pool, this new version, we did see a lot of B usage. I feel like we're going back towards A. It's very A heavy in terms of the executes. Both of these teams certainly leaning this way. I thought Kenny might have picked that up, but Ace, he's so quick on the trigger. The re-peek from Kenny is his death sentence. And while next on the Deagle manages one, but still 3v3.
Very doable indeed. As Hunter finds one more, Gage replies by real quickly, but it's down to 5 HP. And Cage and B, perfect timing, and it's all on Hunter. In a 1v2, he's wounded, he's bleeding. But he's lethal indeed, menacing. Taps the bomb once. He's so convinced there's someone around the corner, but there's no one to find, and time ticking away. He's going to come in from behind. He's got a kid as well, but I don't think Cage and B is going to miss these. He actually does, and now it's 8 HP versus 5, but I don't think he's got enough time to work with here. Time is ticked away, and the round is going to go the way of North, as Hunter does get a kill, but I don't think he's going to be able to save the AWP here. He will be found out as well, and North, they get round number 13. It was scrappy, but doesn't really matter as long as the rounds keep flowing. And of course, they have the money as well to buy up. For G2, though, that was an eco for 3 of the players. They had saved his 2 guns, so we will be seeing another buy coming out.
G2 have met a match here on Vertigo. North certainly showing up. Impressive stuff, good systems, but yeah, we just haven't really seen a lot of B usage coming in. I think we did, obviously, with the first few days of seeing this, but Definitely starting to see just everything go back towards A. They execute the retake strategy. It's just the way Vertigo seems to always be played.
I agree with you. We have seen more pleams, especially if you look at some of the CIS games with Costed and Vertigo. We saw a lot of B plays coming in, a lot of mid presence. But G2, they just completely given up on mid and B. They're like, it's working at A. Why should we do anything else? If it ain't broke, why fix it, right? And it's working wonderfully for them. And they have a 4-round lead here on their map pick. So why not? Once again, heavy presence towards A ramp from north. They do have Jumpy once again holding the flank, making sure no one goes to the flank from behind.
Oh, Amanek, man. I tweeted, like, the other day. Every time I watch Amanek on Vertigo, he just gives me anxiety, dude. He lives life on the edge. In the end of rounds, he jumps off and does a little bit of parkour, but he really does live life on the edge. This is another decent position from him. They do decide to walk over towards B, but surprise, surprise, look where North are. Over towards the A bomb site, going for their execute. That's a failed smoke coming in from MSL. A little bit unfortunate. I think his jump bind might have failed there. You definitely need to jump throw that. But,
yeah.
Doesn't quite work for him.
It feels like we're seeing pretty much the same round again and again. I'm getting, like, the sense of deja vu.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
This is
one
all
player...
Vertigo, right?
Yeah, it's just one player there. Earlier with Nexa, now it's Hunter. The retake setup is slowly coming, but it's still paranoid. It's someone towards B, but they hear the bomb getting planted, and now there should be the call for the rotation to take place with the other two CTs towards B bomb site. Now, the thing for G2 here is they have a lot of utility to work with for this retake, though. But it's going to be a 5v5 retake, Dinko. We've seen it so many times on Vertigo, but this time can G2 finally make it work?
G2 looking for their retake. They've got everything you could possibly want. AWP in the hands of Kenny S. One kit and it's on his back as well. So a lot rides on him finding success. Well, he's picked off completely. AC takes him down. The kills keep coming in for the Danes, and there's nothing coming in until this point. Nexa and Jax finding kills, but the round is done. Surely, with the time ticking, Jumpy's position could be everything. He's going to find one, but only the one. It's AC that lights them up, and there's just no time. What a hold in the end there from North. Jumpy getting it done on the edge of the smoke. AZ as well. And it's 14 rounds in play for North.
5 in a row for North. I don't know how they've done this, Dinko. This is insane. Like, already Vertigo, you would be favoring G2, right? But North showing that they have the protocol towards the A bomb set, but I'm still just so bamboozled as to why G2 are not taking the fight towards Ram. They seem convinced. They seem so convinced that, all right, this is the round they're going to go B, and we're going to be ready and waiting for them. But have never gone B at all. It's been A again and again and again and again and again. And once more, again, it's slowly inching up towards the A bomb site.
Like Anders right there.
Well, at this point, I feel like I'm channeling Anders. This is madness.
Well, Kenny, there's
Remember,
the Deagle body shots. Never really count out G2 when they have Deagles in their hands. Oh, God. Okay, there goes Hunter. Now Kenny, is he aware of the corner? No, AZ comes around. He's going to find one and a second picked up. He has recovered the round for North, but still, slight chance here with Hunter getting aggressive. Now with an AK into his hands. AZ has been an absolute animal here. Oh no, that's the bomb dropped. Hunter with another kill. Now he can just fall back. G2. AK in the hands of Hunter. He also has Kevlar. Nexa, Deagle, Jax with the Deagle as well. And they've got a kit along with 2 smokes. This round is certainly doable. And G2 know it. So swinging into the open, it's Hunter with a headshot. AZ's attention was kept busy inside of the site from the Jiggle Peaks, and now it's all on Jumpy. Nexa takes him down, and well, I said it. don't discount G2 on the Deagles, and they come in for a round win.
Of all the rounds I've won so far, they've won it with the Deagles. Only the Deagles. And even better, Dinko, they saved 3 AKs as well. Take 3 AKs into the next round. The Ops going to come in the hand of Kenny S as well. I swear, though, if G2 go for another 4 players towards B early on, I'm going to have an aneurysm. But it is going to be an eco for North. Bear in mind, even though they strung 5 rounds in a row together, let me just do very quick math here. The last 2 rounds they won, no one survived for North. So in the 5 rounds they've won, they've had 1 round where 4 survived, then 1 apiece, and 2 rounds where no one survived. So the money is definitely in the bin here, and this should be an easy pickup indeed. Kenny doesn't need the AWP here, it just needs the USP, and it's going to be an easy mop-up for G2. They get to round number 11, but the buy is going to be coming in again for North. They need 2 more rounds to take this map here, and they so desperately want it, Dinko.
Yeah, G2 have still so much more to do, right? And just winning the rounds now is not going to be enough. They have struggled throughout the entirety of Vertigo. They need to just continue this success. And well, they have got the double op set up in the form of Kenny S and Amanek, the rest on AKs, and that's a pretty solid buy for the CT defense. Let's see if they can make it work. This is quick.
Faster. This is quick. This is a little bit of a switch up. And this time they have kept 2 players there, Denko. They do have Hunter alongside Kenny S for the AWP. Hunter, though, getting wall banged, taking a lot of damage. They've actually buffed the strength of that wall, but it's still getting perforated with those AK-47 bullets. And that's going to force him to reposition himself.
Oh.
Kenny S is there as well. This is a very risky angle, Dink. I'm not a big fan of this, but the fact that Nex is there to bolster his defense gives me some hope for this G2 defense.
I feel like Kenny is kind of a one and done here, but you got to guarantee at least a shot here. Look how much damage is done to Nexa. 27 HP left on him. Kenny S needs to land a shot here. Going to be round in the corner eventually, but with AZ being on point for so long now, it's going to be very, very difficult to see Kenny getting more than 1 frag from this position. Going to smoke off short. Repositions back into the same spot. Now the push from North starts to come through. MSL going for more shots. Hunter swings, and it's AZ with an easy kill. The patience paying off. Kenny has to come off the boost. Repositions to start the site, and he misses a shot. Luckily, Nex is still alive and kicking, and the nade from Jax will secure a kill. Kenny has not getting anything done in this round, but his teammates are showing up. It's Jax with a double. It's MSL and Jumpy now 2v2 to try and save the day for North. MSL has a bit of a gap in the smoke, but Jax doesn't care. The headshot picked up, it's 3 for him, and now it's all on Jumpy, and he's going to be picked off by Amanek. 14-12, G2. That's a round that was just too scary for them. Luckily, Jax just decides to have a hero round and getting 3 kills in that.
Yeah, Kenny fails, but Jax just wakes up. He's had a comparatively very quiet game. There's hero nade coming out there, and in the end, the war of attrition going the way of G2. That was very, very close, Denko. But they do survive, and because the past 3 rounds have won, they've kept at least the anti-eco, they kept all 5 players, which means even the fact that they lose 3 players, they still have money in the bank. And for the first time so far in the game, we're going to be seeing a double op setup. And for North, it's again going to be a full eco. I like the fact that North go for these full ecos and maybe a couple of pistols upgraded rather than go for these half buys. And that's such a refreshing change for me personally. Also, it kind of feels like they're playing like, you know, one of those wingman maps where it's just like the A bomb site.
Yeah, I see chat going with a little bit of a spam as well. They're like, B bomb site doesn't exist. And I can get behind that. It really doesn't feel
I agree.
They're going to try this time.
Say that, though.
Yeah, and there we go. We asked for it, and Geared is going to show up. A deagle headshot on towards Amanek. Nexa hiding in the corner is going to swing into the open, but it's Geared that overruns him. The nade comes in from Jax again. His utility damage is getting a huge buff in these last few rounds. And it's going to be Hunter getting a kill as well. Coming back in, a 3v3. The T side crumbling now at this point with Jax just showing up round after round. Another 3k for him. It's AZ with a deagle, a 1v3. And well, it was pistols for North, and they brought it real close. But this should be G2's round in the bag.
Jax is becoming the hero in the last couple of rounds. That felt like it almost fell apart in the B bomb side. It was a 3v5 favoring the T's, now AZ. He's trying to find the gun. Spots on Jax. Finally deletes him from the server. Bomb yet to be picked up. Kenny is holding a narrow angle, but he rarely misses those. And he does make up for the fact that he did whiff a couple of shots earlier. And slowly but surely, Dinko, G2 are clawing back into this game 4 in a row now for them. Money looking pretty solid as well. And for North, buy is going to be coming in again. However, just the AK-47s. No op this time around for MSL. And they might try and go for the A's bomb side again. Why not? It's been working so many times, so often. But I would like to see them like mix it up a little bit. Maybe go for a B play again. You almost found success there just with the deagle. So why not try the B bomb side once more, right?
Well, Kenny S is going to be starting up on top of the ramp. He'll have the AWP in his hands and will eventually look down the barrel. There's early pick. Now we did see they try this a few times. North have been so ferocious in their approaches towards the A side. It's been difficult to hold these kind of positions, but this time it's going to work. Drops MSL and a man advantage picked up for G2. No reply from North, and to be fair to the G2 are not giving them any chances.
This is much better from G2. I wish I'd done this way earlier. Playing a little bit more aggressively, taking the fight towards ramp, not allowing North to creep up so deep towards the A bomb side. But North are going to hold W, Denko. They're going to continue on this excursion with the A-bomb side, and why not? They found success so often here. And now Hunter and Kenny S. Kenny S, op-scoped in. He needs to win that duel. He'll be tagged on a little bit. Is he still going to hold the line? Yes, he is. Jumpy, meanwhile, trying to make his way towards short as well. Hunter playing up close. They got backup as well in the form of Nexus. Going to re-smoke towards short. Oh, this is tense.
Oh, Kenny S catching off Cajun B. G2 holding on. It's next up around the corner, and coaches are generally the bane of the existence of G2.
Oh,
Jumpy's
no.
on the corner though. Nexus position. Needs to be careful. He's going to be caught. The coach takes him down. Jumpy with a kill. And now it's going to be a 3v3. AZ with a headshot. Hunter gone. And now with 15 seconds left, G2, all they need to do is hold on. All they need to do is stop that bomb from hitting that bomb site. Kenny S looks to be the man to do it. Finds the kill, and that's the bomb on the floor. There's not enough time to get it planted if they start right now, and it's going to happen. Kenny S moving through, finds the kill, but it's not denying the bomb plant. And now it's Jumpy moving through the back of the smoke, trying to be shrewd in his approach, but right through the smoke. It's going to be Amanek taking the headshot. And a 14th round for G2 as they tie things up. A big round from Kenny S there. 4 kills delivered in the round. And well, now we're evened up.
I don't know if Amanek spotted him out. Maybe he did. Maybe he was standing at the edge of the smoke. Obviously, we had Jumpy's POV. Maybe he spotted the feet out. Unfortunate there. But I felt like he had a chance of 2 ops. But Kenny S, nice little flick there. A desperate flick of the wrist to make it work. And we do have a little bit of a tech issue happening once more for G2 this time around. Looks like TeamSpeak has crashed. Doesn't take long to get that fixed. But Dinko, it's tied up again. 5 in a row for G2 to answer back to the 5 in a row from North. And now we head into the, the penultimate round of regulation. And that means it could go anywhere. Like, North could just string a couple together. It can make it 16-14. It could be the same for G2 as well. But G2 starting to mount this this mini momentum going into the final couple of rounds of this map. But what a map it's been, though.
It really has been. If G2 win this map, they're safe, right? Because the only way G2 can go out is if they lose 0-2 to North, Goldsen beat Movistar, and Flames beat Mouse Sports. So if G2 pick up this map, they're safe. So this is definitely an important time ahead for them. And now, I almost forgot, Blair. I don't know how this happened, but I actually forgot that G2, in the most horrible way, lost against Mouse Sports' coach over in CS Summit, the grand final. So I kind of forgot coaches are kind of the bane of the existence of G2.
Yeah, I think that's a memory they
would have wanted to forget too.
Yeah, look, there are a few things G2 want to forget. They want to forget the fact that they were called Gamers 2. They want to forget the fact that they lost to Mouse with a coach and a stand-in. And they want to forget the fact that they lost a 5v0 to a bomb. The 3 things that G2 never want to speak about.
And they also don't
ever
want to
again.
forget to defuse the bomb. Now, we're going to be into round 29. Every round counts at this point. We're going to see if North can get anything done on their T side. They're slowed down in recent rounds. G2 have started to open up the afterburners, and he has 25 kills to his name. It's going to be over towards, let's say, bomb side. 3 players actually over here from G2.
Oh, this is ballsy. This is ballsy.
Oh, he's flashed and he falls back in the Molotov. Nearly gets away, but MSL will rattle after him and he shuts him down.
Hunter just running over to USP? Wait, what happened there? Why does Hunter not have a gun?
He threw it away. And well, Hunter is going to be trying to take it down with the USP. Jax, another nade kill. This guy's utility damage must be on another level. And well, it's going to be a 4v3. AZ with a kill on towards Amanek. Oh no. North looking to grab map point. It's Jax hiding around the corner. He's been the hero in a lot of these rounds, and he's going to find a headshot. Jumps up again. That is huge from Jax. 4 kills. The 3-man spray down in effect. And well, that's 15-14. It's going to be G2, map point. And well, they have got to thank Jax for even standing a chance now on the CT side. There's been so many crucial points where Jax has just stood tall and got them the round wins.
I have no idea what happened that round. I'm honestly a little messed up in the head, Dinko. Why did Hunter not have a gun? I just saw that. I'm like, why does he have a USP and nothing else? And of course, Jax with, again, I've lost track. Like 3-4 rounds already. He's saved G2 in these massive multi-kill rounds. Like pretty much clutches all on his own. And
Oh my.
despite Hunter
What
trying
is
to
that
give a
round,
handicap,
dude?
yeah, despite Hunter trying to give a handicap for North, it doesn't work out. Despite Hunter's valiant efforts, Jax will say no, and it is going to be map point for G2 going into the final round of regulation. North, though, they still have a buy. It's not the best with 3 Galils and the 2 AK-47s, but it's still something to work with. But
Man, look at that money from
looking
Hunter.
great.
It's looking, it's looking great. Oh, well,
oh man,
come on, North. You got the Galils. They're limping right now. They're on the crutches, but we'll see if they can make it happen. They're going to be running over towards the A-bomb side immediately, as they've done time and time again. It's MSL with a pace, trying to overrun. It's going to be Hunter with the first kill. MSL trades back, and now Kenny finding himself inside of the site. 4v4. Well, Jumpy. Oh no, that timing. He looked away at the wrong time.
oh lord. And he's been holding this angle so often, and he's never seen anyone. And now he's like, all right, minute 20 seconds, that's fine, let's go back. Oh no, this flank, this could be it. If Kenny can delay them for a few extra seconds here, the round's pretty much done. But Kenny, he doesn't spot the first couple of players. No smoke's going to be deployed. He's still got angle of sight, spots a player out. That's KGB taken out, and he's going to make his escape as well. Looking for more is Kenny. Yes, bomb's going to be planted, but now it's a 4v3. Flank is on as well. MSL playing up close. He needs to find Kenny. Yes, flashbang is perfect. He's going to find one, but Jax with a quick trade.
Oh, well, MSL trying to make the hero play, but Jumpy back in the ramp. Close by his next round. Walking around the corner is going to be a headshot. Jumpy thought he had a few seconds in play, but unfortunately not. And now it's all good. He's been so quiet, and he will fall. It's going to be 16-14. G2 will take map point, and they will secure themselves safety here in ESL 1 at Road to Rio. They do take the map. And while North, that is just so unfortunate. They are playing with a coach, ladies and gentlemen. KRB is not here, and getting 14 rounds.